Well started. Okay. Oh, we're just taxing. We're just taxing. We just started. All right, guys. Okay. Welcome every single person in this live section. Welcome every single person. If you're just joining, welcoming you. If you just joined, if you're planning to join, anything you're doing right now, you're actually right, and it's not taken for granted, not in any way. Okay, guys. So we're in for another stream section this hot afternoon, and today is Sunday anyways. That's why we're streaming late. So this is not more like our normal streaming time of, so let's just manage. So that's for that. Thanks for joining anyways. And as I said, we're in for another stream section, and today we were switching one. Okay, maybe we're not going to stay much long, but we're going to really make sense in today's session stream. And today's session stream is more like a vital topic anyways, and we're going to elaborate on it as usual. All right, guys. So before you use UF graphics and more like what we'll actually do, because most of you may be seeing us for the first time, so guys, and they will be like, what is these people doing here? So do you get that? Okay, it's just more like setting students, what do you call, setting them on track. Setting them on track, we mean guiding them will still mean or leading them or trying to show them what they're not seeing, trying to show them just that how to put it, but it's just more like teaching them outside life. Do you get that? And we'll say what we're already emphasizing on is the big body that say life after school. Okay, the brutal truth, life after school. Are you ready? So that's just more like our pillar, or let's say what we're really pointing at. And every session stream we're doing here is really pointing at that, and we're trying to let students know what it truly means, because a lot of students don't know, and riding on that ignorance, it's leading them into problem. It's making them, I don't just know, they are ending wrongly, and it's as well not being funny. Do you get it? So this is more like guiding them on that part, showing them, helping them to see even when their eyes is open. Do you get? So this is just more like guiding them on the path that they life have. And we said most students don't know this, because this is still reason why you see some young adults, graduated students with vital, or people that graduated also only, but they are still stuck, they are still underpaid, they are still frustrated. So it is more like guiding students, because they are not guided in the life of the matter of life after school. School, they are being guided there, but this is outside school. So if is a student that is not aware, if it's a student that is not guided, if it's a student that is not informed, he or she is going to take the path wrongly, or even do things in a wrong way. Have you seen? So this is more like letting them see, more like opening their eyes to really see and understand what outside life means. Outside life will mean life after school. Have you seen? So it's going to help them picture, it's going to make them start considering things, it's going to make them start acting upon things, it's going to still make them make appropriate plans about what the future holds. You get that? So ignorance of it is actually leading them into problem, and the essence of making these streams is to help it. And as well, that's saying that school is a scam, to eliminate it, if not to what it calls, to destroy it totally, because it's not actually a scam. What made it look like is a scam, or why people are seeing it as a scam, is because most students are not being guided on the matter of life after school. So if most of them are going to be out looking frustrated, not being aware of anything, now most of them, they are going to be a victim of a lot of things. So being a victim of many things, now people are going to be like, I thought this one graduated, now they will be like, we thought school is the success, or we thought school is everything. Have you seen it? So it's just more like, this is just beyond schooling and making a good certificate. So it's more like knowledge, and you cannot just or what's it called, get something done what you don't know about. So it's just like, you cannot solve a problem that you don't know. So that is just, so they cannot actually solve this problem because you don't know it. So we're more like helping them see, they will know it, and and they are still going to solve it. So that's just more like what we were set for, and it's just more like our objective, helping students, Nigerian students specifically, to actually know what life after school means. And on that, we're making a lot of section stream. If you've been following us already, we have a lot of what's it called? We have a lot of topics on matter of life after school. So we'll be touching a lot of topics already, and today's session we're in for another powerful topic as well. So welcome, welcome, welcome. I really welcome and appreciate the fact that you joined. And we're more like getting to what we had today mainly. I said before you do graphics, and I'm glad to see you. And well, nice meeting you, and we're going to inculcate you or pass you the knowledge. And today's topic, I said, is very, very crucial, vital. You will not afford to miss it. It's really going to help you. If you're a young youth, young adult, undergraduate students, NYC, once you're not married, our stream section tutorials has its way of helping you, has its way of passing knowledge to you, because you're going to start seeing things from a different view. After listening to us, you're going to, like, there is this consciousness, there is this, it's going to trigger something. That's what I'm really interested in. That's for that. So if we're really moving to what we're at today, at first we did a live stream section yesterday, just a previous session before this one, and we treated the, I think what we treated there was why okay, the brutal truth about graduation. Sorry, yeah, the brutal truth. A stream session before this, the brutal truth about graduation. And on that stream, people were like, Azal now, and we are just trying to bring it down. We break the we split it in a way that students will actually understand what we mean by brutal truth and or on graduation. And maybe I will just throw more light because of people that were not opportune to join. Okay, part of what we were saying, the brutal truth about graduation. So we were like telling students that this, there's what they call transition in university. That's or more like graduation transition or whatever. That's it. Okay, that event or that occurrence is just more like you transiting to another phase of life. Mind you, this is school. Okay, just like step by step, primary school, secondary school, university. Now, from a university, from tertiary institution, you're more like migrating to life. And that life that you're migrating to is said not to have any timetable. It's said not to be guided. Like, you're not going to be guided. You're more like living independent life, and you're more like figuring things out by yourself. Now imagine a reluctant person, imagine a reluctant youth that did not make plans for life after school, that don't know anything, that did not even reading or even start acting upon it or even prepare it while he or she was still in school. Imagine what is going to happen to such youths. Have you seen too? Such youth is going to graduate looking confused. Now, is a respecter is not okay, is, I don't just know, but he's not respecting your degree, because this is more like knowledge. Even with your degree, if you don't know what life means, sorry, if you don't know what outside life gives or what it holds, you're still going to be stuck in many ways. So this is just more like, and we said it has affected a lot of youths outside there already, because we still see our young youth there, people that graduated with awesome results, degrees, they are being underpaid. Most of them are being, I don't know, looking stuck. Most of them are just frustrated. Now that's enough reason to show you that not making a degree is not actually the, or what's it called, it's not actually the way out. You graduating with a good result is not actually the way out. So the earlier the student gets to start what's it called, understanding this, or the better for them, because it's going to help them in thinking in a different way. It's going to make them see things more like an average student is seeing. It's going to develop their mindset. You know how your mindset is developed determines how you react to things, how you react to issues, how you get things done, how you even see things. Because there is this, okay, there is this session we did stream as well. We were like trying to define what mindset looks like, and we were trying students on that section stream that mindset is just of two types, and we try explaining. And so, but that's not what we're talking about. I'm just trying to tell you the matter of mindset. So booster to cyber graduation, we are still telling students that there is this shock that always comes after graduation, and that shock is more like often, and it's more like an inevitable one. You cannot just deny, you cannot just hide it, you cannot just shy away from it. So it's just more like mandatory stuff, and it's just like if you're not just prepared for it, you're going to be stuck. If you're not just ready, and if you're not even expecting it, it's going to take you on away. So that's not what we want for a Nigerian student, and more like that's why we're making these section streams and trying to guide them on that path. So that's for that. And I said we have a vital topic today to really reach. Okay, if you check our thumbnail, what we have on our thumbnail, wherever, let's just get started. We're more like getting to what we'll have today. All these things I've been saying is just more like yesterday's live stream section. So I will just showing more light. Maybe for the sake of people that did not join, maybe after this session they'll just check on it. But that's for that. If we're considering what we have today, stream section today, okay, campus life can either build or destroy you. Factual, like this is really facts. I really mean it, and I'm going to explain. I'm really going to explain the facts. I'm going to prove it, and you're going to see it as well. But that's it. Let me explain. Let me break it down. Calm down. Let me break it down. What I mean there, campus life can either build or destroy. Okay, at first, there is this mindset that students. Okay, it's just like in university, we have more like true mindsets. Many people feel that okay, just like we have more like two mindset. Many people feel that school is just at first a relaxation place to relax, place to while away time, place to I don't just know. Do you get? So in real life, or if we're trying to advise today, we'll say student that university is more like an opportunity, because at first everybody is not opportune, that's one. And if you're opportune, you have to actually utilize, because it's a crucial stage of one's life. Mind you, during those years, depending on what you're studying, your career area of studies, determines your discipline. Do you get? So during those years, you actually need to lay build structure. Structure we mean is beyond you getting the certificate. And we're saying that many people just feel that getting to university is just more like getting a certificate and getting out. Moreover, why students or people that really knows what it means actually build, because it's as so it can determine who you become tomorrow. Now this is beyond certificates, this has to do with your personal self. So the matter of university or the matter of undergraduate students or them being there is beyond making certificates, is beyond making good grades. Is actually is going to be relating to their life. Now there you can actually build, it can actually build you, it can really, it can as well destroy you. It can build opportunity, and it can as well restrict opportunity that you may have, I don't know, experience in future. Have you get? So this is beyond certificate, and this is more like what we're trying to make students see, because most of them are just living reluctant, living, not being intentional and not being conscious about what they are really doing there, and don't even think or feel that it's even necessary for them to buckle up. Have you seen this? So this is still why we see a lot of graduated students looking stuff, because they were not intentional about what they were really doing while they were still in school, because it actually determines your tomorrow. It's also, there is this saying that your daily routine or silently determines your future. Do you get? So your activities there, your daily routine, since you are known for, since you're actually doing there, is more like gradual or gradually determine who you're becoming. Is more like gradually shaping you. Imagine being in a bond of wrong friends and all of those stuff. Is more like kind of going to ruin your life, or being like your, what's it called, is going to destroy your discipline. Do you get? So this is more like, this is beyond certificate. And if we're stepping in, okay, what I just did is just more like introduction to the topic. Campus life can build or destroy you. So at first, and for all these reasons, that's why we have something like two types of students. Now two types of students we're trying to relate here is the builders and the destroyers. Now this is said to be two types of students in every university. Now let's just get it down. The builders, we said, it's just more like people that are actually using university opportunity for growth. People that understand the essence, the value, what it really gives, what it holds, what they are expected to. They actually utilize it. Now the destroyers, I'm just more like getting a brief on getting to break it down. I said we have two types of students in every university, the builders and the destroyers. And we're trying to relate that the builders are the people that know the essence, the reason, and the value why they are there. The reason why they are there, this is the things to do and things not to do. Do you get? These are just more like the builders, and they utilize every opportunity knowing that this time is limited. It's like it has limits. You're not going to stay there forever. Whereas the destroyers, real, what is it called? He said that the destroyers live or mainly like now and all of those stuff. They enjoy pleasures and forget the reason why they're there. And they're just saying that we said, or university life, enjoy university life, but don't allow enjoyment to be your, what's it called, your main purpose or whatever. Now, so many youths get into university forgetting the main purpose why they are there, forgetting that is actually a training ground, forgetting that their future, who they become, determines, or let's just say what they do there determines tomorrow who they are becoming. They still feel that life have not started. I've seen because they see or they think that people are sponsoring them, family, friends, everybody is helping. Now they feel that that's how life is. Now they are going to be shocked and surprised when they get outside life, and they are going to just do like they're going to really see what life looks like. And this where you see some students being like life is really difficult, real life is difficult, like why am I to go undergo this struggle? These are people that did not even lay any foundation, people that did not make appropriate plans. Do you get? So this is just more like that. And as for, so we're going to be starting with the builder. We say characteristics of builders: they think about the future early. Now these are just students that get into university, haven't been admitted. They know that actually they are here to study, actually they are here to make good grade, but that's not the optimal. Like that's not all. There's still more. Now there's still more in the sense of they have to. Now they said, or what's it called? I said the characteristics of builders because I mentioned two types of students, builders and destroyers. Now I'm starting up with builders. Now characteristics of builders, we said they think about the future early. Now this is okay. Now let's imagine a student that got admission in accounting department. Maybe after first year, second year, he or she or start asking, what skill did I need for my organization? What organization did I like? Am I to work in? Like they are going to be like they are going to start asking some vital questions that relates to their future that has to do with that is beyond schooling. I've seen, so this is also like builders. They utilize every single opportunity. They see university and they always build while they are still in school because that's the most, or what's it called, vital time to build, because there is this I don't know, this energy and critical reasoning than when you're out. So we said they think about the future early. Now they're going to start making research. Where am I really going to work? What type of skill did I need for my career? How can I be valuable? How can I develop skills that real world really requires? How can I even start? How can I generate or start? What's it called? Money stream. Something like getting something that will be getting them money. That's why my okay. That is called income stream. How can I assist my academy? So this is just more like builder students. They always figure out, they are always asking how. They're not just winding away their time, they're not just partying, they're not just going for things, they are just there planning. I've seen it. So this is where we say they think about the future early. Now they're going to make up, and he said to know if a plan is well planned, is actually going to come out well than when you don't plan yourself well. Now they think about future early. Now thinking about future early is going to make them they're not going to be victims of what outside life really holds, because they have started making the plans while they were still in school. They have started making the plans while they are still sponsored. Do you get it? So it gives them opportunity and time, even resources, because this is future, is not yet now, but they are making plans for it. So have you seen why it's important and it's necessary, and it's more like the best time to do that? Okay, we said again they develop skills outside the classroom. Now we said uh builders, okay, we said builder students, they develop skills outside the classroom. Now these are students that sees or that feels that despite their they are attending lectures, despite that they are students, but they know that school is not really enough, because that's the fact. Imagine people with crucial certificate that lacks practical skills. He said that real life requires practical skills, and when you lack practical skills, you're going to be stuck. You won't be able to navigate the process, because it's what is really required in future. Now, we were saying the develop skills outside the classroom. Now, that skills, they are going to check, they are going to examine what skills should I or did I need, what skills. Most of them is going to get into digitalized stuff. Okay, now imagine someone that is under marketing stuff, make it marketing career or whatever. Now he or she is going to develop skills outside the classroom. Now, mind you, school is more like theoretical oriented. They are more like teaching theory, and most at times, it's not even most at times, it's just more like also school is still using outdated system. That's just the fact. Outdated system, I mean, most of them are still teaching from, I don't know, mind you, everything is getting digitalized, automated. Moreover, school is still teaching you theories, like less of practical or limited of practical aspect. And he said that real life requires practical, or because when you know something, you cannot practicalize, if you cannot get it done, if you cannot work it out, it's not really making sense. So you're working things out, your performance, your or what's it called, that practical performance, it's what really pay, it's what is required in real life. Now in real life, I mean, that's where it's required, because school is just more like theoretical. You, they prepare you for your exam, they guide you on area of concentration, they evaluate your results and you pass. But real life is just more like skill, practical skill, all of that. So you're not to write exam in real life, you're to just prove what you really have. So real life is just more like asking for your innate abilities. Have you seen it? So it's more like asking for your innate abilities. So it's just beyond only certificates. So that's for that. And we said again, they build network. My network, oh god. Okay, builders students build network. Now network was trying to mean in this sense, we don't mean normal network. We're trying to talk about networking. Now networking would mean just like in a university where you get to meet lecturer, like you get to network with lecturer, what's it called, smart students, ambitious students, collaborate with people. Have you seen this? So this actually, you're a human being, you're a being, so you're expected to associate or have to do things with human beings. So if you, there is not even what they call or communication skill, it actually requires in real life. This is just like associating, and many people just love isolating themselves from people, and it's said to be very bad, because you're going to be stuck when you don't have build connection. You're going to be stuck, and it's even said that who you know most times in real world, during my network was fluctuating. Okay, you're not just going to or without human being, so you just ought to know or adapt. You just ought to learn that, and you just ought to press more in the matter of build networking. Now building networking is very very crucial. What we mean, just imagine you in still in school and you get to uh, build network, or people that are above you, people that have things that you love, people that inspires you, people that is well developed than you. So this is more like good people to mingle with. Now mind you, most of these in school, in a department around your area, most of them, they are going to be valuable, or let's just say they're going to, I don't just know, in real life, sorry, in real life, most of them may be business partners, most of them may be collaborators, people that you can equally collaborate with, most of them may be, I don't just know, employers. Have you seen? So it's very very crucial you get to collide with people, network with people specifically, and get to grow, because it's also creates opportunity, and as well you're a being, so you ought to associate with people. So that's for that. And we still have again, they manage their time wisely. Now mind you, university has a lot of opportunities, a lot of time. He said that destroyers while away their time, party all day, get, or they don't just make appropriate use of their time. Moreover, or the builder students actually utilize their time. Now they're going to balance their time with growth, or they're going to actually grow mentally, they're going to grow mentally, academically, financially, all aspects. Have you seen it? So this is more like they manage their time. Now time, they said, is equal to money. The way you love to spend your time lavishly on something that is not worth it. You shouldn't just spend your money, sorry, the way you won't love to spend your money things that is not necessary, you shouldn't not spend your time on that. So it's just like it's equal to money actually, and you should just learn to what's it called, you should just learn to equate it, or equal it together, and through that, or make, or through, or having that mindset is going to time management aspect. We still have again the great opportunities, and he said that if there is an opportunity, try creating one. Now builder students has to create opportunities. Now they are going to start up skills, they are going to start up small business, they are going to learn start up content, they are going to build up brands. Now this is more like creating opportunity, and student can equally do this still in school. I've seen it. So you not okay, that mindset of depending on government is actually wrong, because it's no longer working now. This is just more like telling students that, and them actually knowing it is going to save them from a lot of problem, a lot of stress. Now imagine students is called or local work. Now they are depending on government, both okay, at first they are depending on the certificates with all their whole hearts. Now it happens that they were not, they failed it, or they were not just opportunity to be employed. Now imagine such students, if such students lack skills, lack business, nothing to show up with, frustration, plain like facts. So this is why we still tell students you really need things. It's called backup system, it's called plan B. Now that means when your first plan fails, you're not going to be stuck, you're not going to look like a failure, so that people don't say squeeze your scam o, because that's just it. Now if they don't have all these things and we are not opportune to be employed, because the fact that the government even can even employ everybody, now it's not their fault. If 10,000 students is graduating in a year, maybe they just only have 500 work vacancy, then what are the remaining students going to do? I've seen it. So it can really frustrate you when you has hope, or when you depend as a youth student, you're depending on government. Is no like that, we don't really want that for you. So you should just get it inculcated in your mindset and just get acting upon it. So we have the okay, the great opportunities, that's what we said, and we said if there is no opportunity, you're asked to create one. Now they don't, there's no opportunity, they are going to learn skills, they are going to develop themselves, they are going to uh, develop themselves, in vocals and all of that, personal development and different areas, because development has a lot of branches. It relates to a lot of things. So in development, we're not just talking about self-development. It's pointing into a lot of things. So anything that is that okay, anything that needs development should be developed around you. So that's just the emphasis. And okay, now we're more like the destroyers. Now as first, before I started, I said we have two students, builders and destroyers, and all these things what we're saying is under builders. We said they are, or the characteristics they think about the future. I elaborated. They develop skills outside the classroom. They actually know that this certificate alone cannot ride me, it cannot sustain me, I have to learn skills. They know that and they work on it. So they build network, they have to connect with people, because people as well is a very great source. You're a being, you're also associate with people. So they learn practical skill, they learn communication skill, they learn to associate with people. So that's networking. Yeah, they manage their time. So while others are partying, while others are whiling away their time watching movies and all of that. Yeah. Hi, how you doing? Greetings. I greet you. How are you? Okay, I was really saying something. Thanks for joining the section stream. Hmm. We was talking about something. Okay, we are just talking about the builder students. Okay, are you just joining now? Like the section now? All right, it's fine. Okay, we'll continue. Okay, I just all this what I've been saying about the builders. Okay, I get it's fine. All right, thanks for joining. I take it for granted. Okay, so that's for that. Let's just proceed. I will say something about two types of students in every university, and I said they have two types: builders and destroyers. And all this while I've been elaborating on builders. They actually their characteristics is they think about the future. Now they really know that there is something they call life after school, and they are thinking about it. They are making plans on it. That is the now they develop skills. Now outside life requires skills to navigate well. It's beyond having a big certificate. Have you seen? So it gets to a point where you have to drop your certificate. Is your innate abilities, your or what's it called, your valuable abilities, what you really have, what you can give, kind of problem you can solve is usually what is requisite and important at that moment. So it's just beyond certificates. And we say they in the build network, human beings, you cannot just relate with animals, so you also relate with people. Now it's actually a skill because everybody cannot just relate with people easily. So as a young adult, you just got to know how to relate with people. So that is the emphasis, and they manage their time. Then why others while away their time, they said university time is limited and short, is a crucial stage of one's life. You shouldn't play or while it away, and you shouldn't is actually a training ground in the sense of you can assume or lay or why others are waiting an empire. That's what they said. You can build an empire. Have you seen it? So my network. Alright, so it's very, very requisite you learn all of this and you start acting upon it so that you're not going to be stuck. We don't want you to be stuck. Like we don't want you to look like failure. So that is it. And we're heading towards the destroyers. Now, okay, sorry, just seeing it. Okay, what's the question? Drop the question. We're available to answer you. We're going to be answering any question, really. Okay. You can drop the question. You can ask us. I'll definitely answer. Alright, so let's proceed. I will say something else. Why the session is going on, you can equally drop the question. I'll guess to answer. Okay. The Troyax, we said the Troyax is just more like people that feels is a comfort zone, people that feels is a relaxation stage and time for their life without actually knowing that you're not going to have it or twice. It's just once in a lifetime. And if you while it away, if you fail to utilize it, it's going to really reflect tomorrow. And everything you're doing there is more like silently shaping your becoming. Now imagine when you're influenced in a wrong way. I don't know, it's definitely going to show. So you're just to, and we're making emphasis on the destroyer. We said their characteristics is just like they live only for a moment. And only for a moment is just as e dey hot, like just there. They prioritize parties, they prioritize or free lifestyles and all of that more than the main purpose. I don't just know, more than the main purpose or the main goal why they were there. So this is just more like destroyers. They're not just intentional, they're not just aware, they're not just making plans, they're not just what do you call, they don't even feel that it's necessary. I've seen, so this is more like people that was saying after graduation they're going to be like, I'm not getting work. Like had it been I started. Now at that point in time it's already late. I've seen that is failure knocking at the door. So we'll just more like don't want this for our remaining students. So their characteristics, they live only for a moment. I say that. Now destroyers focus on, now they focus on pleasures. I mean they focus on, and this you, and he said that if you happen to mingle yourself with all the destroyers, this the have later, and they are more like procrastination students. Do you get? So most of them, even when they are advised, even when they are like start up this, they're going to be like, I will do it next semester, I will do it. And before you know it, they are out from school because it's duration of 4 5 years. I've seen, so anything you fail to do there, it's much possible that you're not going to do it again. So that season and time has passed. I've seen why it's important. So you're not just to procrastinate, you're just to get things done. And so it's just more like determination. So destroyers focused on pleasures, all of those stuff now, and they avoid personal growth. Now, these people are people that see skills as a crime. They be like, the university is already a stress. The university is stressing us. I'm still a student. The university is stressing everybody, but you are to still persist. You're still an adult. You still have fresh blood and hot blood as well. So you're not to just quit. You're not to just give up. It's stressful. There's no need of me learning skill, or my certificate, my degree is able and can sort things out. That is outdated. Is an outdated mindset and is no longer working now. So you just ought to know where you belong and what you're really doing. I've seen it. So that's for that. And we're saying again, okay, I said they avoid personal growth. Now they don't really feel that growth is necessary. And they said, oh, real world requires adaptation. Like you're actually going to be adapting to the changes and being relevant. This is just you knowing what really works in the next 4 5 years and get to it. You're not going to be outdated, you're still going to be valued. Have you seen? So this is just more like critical. Like it requires intentionality. You're actually going to be intentional and ready in everything that relates to this. Okay, we'll see again, they surround themselves with the wrong influence. Now this has to do with friends or relatives or even people around, because environment, it's something that people don't even see. Now imagine you associating or living with smokers. It gets to a point you're actually going to succumb or you're actually going to join. I've so is very very powerful that we think or even imagine. Environments, they surround themselves with the wrong influence. Now when even talking about environment, we're talking about student and life, so it's more like influence. And this influence has to do with students, maybe friends or something. Influence is definitely people that is close. I've so most people surround themselves with people that is not thinking well. Let me just put not thinking well, but if they are really thinking well, I don't see why they are going to be making mistakes. And most of them even feel that uh things will sort it out. So things is going to fix itself. Things is not fixing anything. You want to fix things. Do you get it? It's just like, I don't know that to put that, but it's just like things is still waiting for you to fix it. Nothing is fixing itself. Now, if you're seeing anything that is fixed, someone fixed it. I've seen, so it's not just magic, they're not doing magic. So you also want to fix it. So that the emphasis, they surround themselves with the wrong influence. So you also different, what's it called, anything yourself from the wrong influence, because it actually affects. And we're saying again, okay, they depend only on the degree. Now actually is, let's see, the mental issue, that's facts. We said there's this session stream we did, having to depend on a certificate alone as a student, and we said it's even dangerous because it's a very very not okay mindset. Because when you do that, if anything happens to that, you go just kill yourself. Let me just put it, you go just kill yourself because you don't have any other plan. You're dependent on it. Your whole trust, your life is on it. So it's not just okay, and it's not like putting your whole eggs in one basket, making sense. So you should have several options. You should have several plans. You should have several things to consider. A lot of systems established. So this is more like that. They depend only on their degrees is a wrong act. Don't do that. Reality hits them after graduation. That's what they call shock. When they graduate, they are transiting, just like transition. So various this thing will tell you transition to glory. That's this transition I'm trying to mean here. Now this one is transition to real life, not again to glory. We're not talking about transition to glory, we're talking about transition to real life. So they are more like transiting. Now most of them are not prepared. Now this is still why you see most of them only discovering that the while away their time, they are not just prepared. Moreover, others builders are prepared. Destroyers, they are going to be in real life only discovering that they failed. Like they wide away their time, they build memories with that things. So this just like reality hits them after graduation. Reality they said always hits, and it doesn't affect student that is prepared. It doesn't affect students that is ready for it that much, because they know, they see it coming. Even when it has not come, they know that it's definitely going to come, so they are making plans. That's more like building on time, making appropriate plans for future. So when the reality hits you, it's not going to be too hard. Now imagine you're a what's it called, destroyer, like destroyer students who are trying to relate here. No plans, nothing, e go hit you, kill you. Like that just it's the raw word there. Like it will just smash you. Have you seen it? So this is reality, and we said it's an inevitable one. The way that the night won't, I don't know, the way that the day will come and night will come is more like, definitely, it's more like reality. That is how reality is in the life of graduated students. It must really come. Now reality, you're going to face a lot of pressures from family, from peers, from internet, from relatives, every corner. Have you seen it? So this is more like reality, and you're ought to figure things out by yourself. That's a stage of more like independent person. You're more like living independently, like zero depending on anybody. So it's more like a very crucial stage. I mean, very important stage. And when you don't have plans for it, it go just break your head. I'm really telling you. So it's not always funny, and it's not making sense that students or young adults has to be a victim of that. Okay, this is just more like the truth students must understand this. Okay, this is just more like the truth students must understand, that university is a training ground, a place to make preparations, a place to plan as for your future. The truth students should understand, that university is a training ground, place to make preparations, place to plan your outside school after graduation, I mean, place to make appropriate use of your time, place to guide your stuff and know what you're really going to be fixing. I think so. It's not just the other way around, and when you do it the other way around, it's going to be stuck, and that's not what we have to want for you. And we say message for students more like, students should just learn valuable skills. Students should just be intentional. Students should just know what they are in for. And it's called mindset. How your mindset is placed, shapes, and develops, and even placed determines how it runs, or determines how you see things, how you handle things, how you get to do with things. So it's just more like to be in a positive side, and a progressive one at that. The message for students is for them to be intentional about life, because it really holds, and what's it called, it really holds something that no one knows. So you'll just be prepared, intentional, ready for it, so that it's not going to hit you really hard, because it's life and it comes definitely. And still message for students more like, them knowing what should really work. They should just be competent in a lot of things that has to do with their career. They should think and think critically and make I don't just know, critical thinking, I mean. That's what I'm really going to help them on that part. So yeah, that's it guys. So we've exhausted the session stream. We just exhausted it, like what just done. Okay guys, so alright, so at this point in time, we're going to be going offline, like we've exhausted our session stream for today. Don't worry, we're getting to a time where we're going to be streaming large. I don't know, like we're going to be streaming 24 hours. We're going to streaming 40 hours ago, 2 days, that's 48 hours. Don't worry, we're getting ready, guys. Oh, happy to see you here today, and really glad the fact that you joined, and not in any way take it for granted, and awesomely, and for actively participating as well. Okay, at this point that we're going to be going offline, and just check us tomorrow as well. From say, oh Jesus, we don't have time tomorrow. But we're going to actually stream, but we don't actually know the time. So check us back tomorrow. You're going to see our stream section if we stream before. That's that. And maybe just try following us in other social media, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. UF Graphics. Get to connect with us. Get to deal with us. Like, let's deal. Let's have a deal. Make we get package. Do you get? So that is, and thanks for joining this section stream. And we hope you grab. So that's it. And we're more like going offline now. All right. So thanks for joining and not take it for granted. Okay. Okay. So to see you tomorrow offline. We're going offline. We're going offline.